There are 4,230 community banks across the country. Collectively, as a group, they do more commercial real estate lending than the big four banks combined. So what can we do? We're going to try to use the real estate as a force for good.
For many years, the Commercial Affordability Pilot and other folks that have been involved with COO in the learning community, this feels like a really nice reunion and a really nice sort of being able to come back into space and into community.
The neat thing was the idea of commercial affordability to really think about not just the funding of it, but like how do we support businesses with the knowledge of planning, design planning, and project management of construction projects.
Business owner, I work almost 24 hours. And government people don't know how small businesses struggle to survive.
Communities of Opportunities is a partnership of the public sector, King County, philanthropy, Seattle Foundation, and most importantly, community. We came together to build a new model, a network of how we address health, housing, and economic inequities in the region. But then we also do a lot of work around policy and systems.
It's one thing to throw money at a business and then be able to say, here's a shiny, newly built out restaurant. And it's another thing to talk about commercial affordability and then generational wealth as well.
But now, at least in Seattle, we have a term for commercial affordability. It's not a percent below market, and it's not a rent that's going to escalate every year. And we're not going to have a renewal discussion in the 7th year, and maybe you'll get to stay in the building or not. You're going to be there as long as you can run your business, and the rent will never change. So feel confident in growing your business, invest in your business, and take that revenue and use that revenue to increase the value of business and grow well.
Our ethically based outcomes of giving communities ourselves time, space, and permanence to build and create a vision for our future.
These are all community-owned or controlled real estate or finance models. It's not just about the price, but it's also who owns it, who decides who gets to be in that storefront. Start with a community vision. And I would recommend going to where they're already talking about it. It might be a barber shop, it might be a church.
And we brainstorm, really working on coalition building. Because the only thing that I'm certain of is I might be smart. I might be really smart. But in a group of folks, we are genius.
What was clear is that if our cities, our municipal leaders look us in the eyes, at least where I'm from, and say we have no control over the market, then the answer to us was that we need to contest with the market.
You have to have an organization at the center of this to make sure we have really robust, community-based organizations that are responsive to, accountable to the communities who have the expertise to do a good job of managing these buildings in the long term.
It also matters that the ownership and the control resides in the communities that are usually ignored by the forces of economic development and investment. Someone out there is working on something just as crazy as your thing, or crazier, I guarantee you.
What I would like to see is, again, a continuation of this, because that story lends hope to other people. It also lends resources. This was something good. It was something that we did to the best of our ability to make sure that it was equitable.
We just have to know that we're all in this together. We might have different ways we're doing it, but at the end of the day, it's all connected.